this sun. It's sunning. The sun is sunning, guys. I guess when I'm on here by myself, I can just talk to myself a little bit, you know? That way when y'all watch the video back, at least I just won't be staring at you. Let's see if I can turn this way. Block the sun out a little bit. Hello, 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 hello. YouTube world, please come in, hang out with me. I don't bite. Hello, 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 hello. Man, maybe I can turn a different way. It's hot right here. Hello. Hello, everyone. How you doing today? How's it going? Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. How you doing today? How's it going? Happy Monday. Good morning, good afternoon. How's your day going? Where are you tuning in from? My name is Tabitha. You can call me Tab or Tabby. I'm new to TikTok Live. Not TikTok, YouTube. I go live on TikTok, but I'm new to YouTube Live. If you're new here, which you probably are because I'm new here, let me know where you're tuning in from. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? Man, the sun has definitely come out. How you doing? Welcome in. Where you tuning in from? How's it going, Amanda? Lee, welcome in. How are you? I appreciate you guys coming in, saying hello to me. I am new to YouTube Live. I'm in North Texas. I'm in America, in North Texas. I'm new to YouTube Live. I go live on TikTok, but I started going live on YouTube last week. Who am I? My name is Tabitha. You can call me Tab or Tabby. Where are you guys tuning in from? Tabitha. My name is Tabitha. But my friends call me Tab or Tabby. You can call me whatever you know, whatever you like, as long as it's nice. Lee, where you tuning in from? Amanda, where you tuning in from? So, a little bit about me. So like I said, I live in Texas. I live off the grid. I have a tiny house. I live in the middle of the woods in my tiny house. And yeah. I've been going on live on TikTok for the past year, but I started coming live on YouTube. Is it Remy? Remim? How do I say your name so I can greet you properly? How are you? Remy. Welcome in, Remy. How you doing today? How you feeling? Where are you tuning in from? You're doing good. That's good. How was your weekend? You sick? Aw. Are you taking medicine? What's bothering you? You have a cold? You have the flu? You're taking medicine? That's good. I hope you feel better. It's not fun being sick. I was sitting this way, but I'm trying to shift around because that sun is beaming. It's hot. Bill, how you doing, Big Lon? Welcome in. And Jerry, how are you? Welcome in. Oh, I'm happy, Remy. I appreciate you being here. Welcome in, guys. If you're new here, which you probably are new because I'm new here, let me know where you're tuning in from. My name is Tabitha. You can call me Tabitha or Tabby or Tab. I'm new to YouTube Live. I go on live on TikTok, but I'm new to YouTube, so bear with me as I try to figure stuff out. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. The weather's nice. It's a little too nice because it's hot. It's very hot in Texas. I think we're gonna be in the high 80s today. It's still technically winter and it's already that hot. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. Thank you for your kind words. Where are you tuning in from, Jerry? I appreciate you coming in and chatting with me. So I'm not talking to myself. I noticed on a YouTube Live, it takes a while for people to come in the room. Whereas on TikTok Live, people kind of come in immediately. And then it's from Nebraska. Welcome in. Some of that warm, I'll send you some warmth over there. I'll send you some warm. I'll send it your way. You guys have to forgive me with the names. Is it Chatanerin? You have a broken leg? Oh, I'm sorry. How did you break your leg? That sounds painful. I'm sorry. You have it elevated? You laying down? You have your leg elevated? Yeah, it's been hot. Texas didn't have much of a winter. We didn't have much of a winter at all. We had like 1 week. We had 1 week of winter. Like we had some snow and some ice, mainly ice. And it's been warm pretty much the entire, it's been mild. You fell off your scooter? Aw. Florida got more snow than Nebraska? Did it really? Did it really get more snow? It's weird because Florida doesn't usually get snow, right? Like I lived in Florida, but I was pretty young when I lived there. But Florida is usually warm. Yeah, it's been hot. It's been hot in Texas. Because we didn't have much of a winter time, it worries me because I'm like, yeah, it's going to be pretty scorching this summer. It's going to be hot. Dreadful heat. You didn't get much snow this year? Yeah, I like the snow. Like when it snows, Texas doesn't get much snow as it is, but whenever we do, like last year, we got quite a bit of snow and it was nice. That's why potatoes are expensive right now? Yeah, we didn't get much. The areas that normally get the snow and stuff like that, they didn't get as much, and the areas don't ever get snow, they got snow. But up north, kind of had it worse. Like I was talking to some friends, and they said that the ice is finally started to melt. It was looking like a winter wonderland in Central Park. Veronica, how you doing? Welcome in, darling. How's your day? I'm so happy to see you. How you doing today? You caught my live. You caught me on live. How you feeling? How you doing? How in the same country we have both melted roads and frozen roads? Yeah. It is weird. How drastically, like last week when I was on live, people were asking, where are you located? Why is it so sunny? I'm like, oh, I'm in the south. And it's funny how same country, but it looks so different. The weather is so different. I'm a bald-headed man, so enjoy being bald. Embrace being bald. It's a lot of women that like that bald head. You at work on your lunch break? I hope you have a good work day. I hope your work day goes by good. I appreciate you tuning in, Veronica. How have you been? How's everything going on with you? Yeah, if you bald, enjoy having no hair. Enjoy that low maintenance lifestyle because it is a lot of maintenance taking care of a lot of hair. So enjoy it. You get to wake up, roll out of bed, wash your face, brush your teeth, put on some nice clothes, and you look put together. Without my glasses, I don't wear glasses. Tabby don't wear glasses. I used to when I was a little girl, but adult Tabby don't wear glasses. Hello, hello, welcome in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Yeah, I don't wear glasses. Maybe you're mistaking me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't wear glasses. Okay, okay, okay. I see you, O'Neill. It's a very beautiful day. It's a very beautiful day. It's hot though. I was sitting this way and then I turned because the sun shifted. How you doing, Life Food Sports? Where you want? Is this my yard? Yeah. Well, I'm on a huge property. I rent out a couple of acres, but I'm behind my tiny house. I have a tiny house. It's that way. I'm sitting in the woods behind my tiny house. Thank you, Soldier. Soldier Gloria. Thank you for that. You want me to call you O'Neill or Life Food Sports or whatever? You gonna go out for lunch today? It's so nice outside. What you gonna get for lunch? What you gonna get for lunch? It is very nice. But if it's nice right now, that means our summers are gonna be hot. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. Too hot, way too hot. Like I'm touching the back of my hair. It's pretty hot. O'Neill is cool. Okay, O'Neill. It'll be funny how I keep track when we get back on TikTok. Switching it up. Call you O'Neill here and Life with Sports over there. I'm really ready. I'm very ready to continue watching our series last night. I was thinking about tonight. I was thinking about it last night. What's gonna happen? It's gonna get hot. It's already hot. But we're supposed to get some rain later on this week. It's supposed to rain. Like I want to say 3 days. We're supposed to. I can't stand that lady. She did. The man, I don't think about him because he flared himself out. He ain't an issue to nobody. He did wrong. He took care of himself. But that lady, she could have said something. You just don't say nothing. I know she's gonna be trouble. Watch. This is what's gonna happen. They're gonna accept her into their community, and she's gonna be a problem over there. And then they're gonna be regretting the fact that they allowed her. Some community, one of them is going to accept her. They were trying to make it seem like they weren't, like, oh, I don't want to have to split the monies, but maybe the other girl's gonna talk them into it, and they're gonna accept her, or somebody's gonna accept her, and she's gonna continue to be a problem, and it's gonna mess stuff up. I'm like, this is my deal. If you already got a good system going, everybody is cohesive and everybody is working together, you think they're gonna take her in? I do too. why mess it up? Why mess it up? That girl is gonna be like, yeah, I want another girl being here, and they're gonna take her in, and then it's gonna mess up stuff because she gonna be over there trying to micromanage, and then it's gonna make the men mad. It's a good show. Homeboy spitting with her. Which one? You, which one? You talking about the girl that's already on the team? The one with the glasses? I don't know. It's a good show. I'm surprised I haven't come across it before, but I don't really get on Netflix. The first one she talked to when she arrived at the other team spot. Hmm. I don't know. Point it out to me tonight who you're talking about, because I can't remember. I like the show. I like the shows like that, like the survival shows. There's another one that I was watching. It was called "But Life Below Zero." I don't know if you heard about it, but they had a lot of older people on the show. I watched that for a long time. I don't know if you heard it, but they were in different parts of Alaska. Um, there was one guy I was like, I really liked. His name was Glenn, and he was in one of the coldest parts of Alaska. I think he was in the Brooks Range, but he was out there by himself. He had a little tiny house, and he would hunt for caribou. He would fish, and he was pretty, like, he was from Vermont, and then he moved up to Alaska, but he was like really good at like taking care of himself out there. Like, he knew what he was doing. Um, and then there was another woman. I think her name was Carol. She owned, or she was like the overseer of kind of like a base. So when planes need to get fuel, they would stop there and they could like have. She would provide food and like lodging, but she was hurting herself all the time. The fish taste so fresh. I bet they do. I want to go Alaska. Maybe this summer. Maybe June. I want to go. Either that or Maine. I want to go visit. But they say the mosquitoes in the summertime are off the chain. They say the mosquitoes, all that water. And also in Maine, they said that the black flies are pretty bad, that they bite. For how long? Maybe like 5 days. Maybe 5 days. Like when I went to Washington, I stayed for about a week. It was cool. I think that gives you enough time to kind of like, if you go for a few days, you can't really, you kind of rushing, don't give it a lot of time to do stuff. But I don't know, either Alaska or Maine. That's my plan, to go someplace I've never been each year. I try to take a couple trips a year. Brazilian ancestry? No. If I do, it didn't show up. Now, my mom's side, my great grandfather was Puerto Rican, but it didn't show up on my ancestry. Native didn't show up. Native American didn't show up either. It didn't show up on my mom's either. But my dad's side, from Europe, all different parts of Europe, mainly Scotland, England, Germany, Wales. My mom's side, different parts of Africa. And also my mom has Irish on her side and Lithuanian. Oh, really? That's 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 funny. Yeah, I'm glad somebody brought it up on the TikTok live because I gotta go in there and cancel my little membership before they charge me $100. I think I got what I needed. I don't need to keep it, keep that little membership. But it's cool for the ancestry, like they show you, people that you're related to and how much of a DNA match you have and where they live. Because I got some family that's in Australia, I got some different parts of Europe. Connect with my people. You should, you should. It's cool. It's very cool. It's cool. I do have people that message me on there. They'll message me and say, "How you doing, cousin?" Like I have one woman, she's from my mom's side. She's from Seattle, and I'm like, man, I wish I would have known that. Like I did the test before, connected with her. I could have met her when I was up in Seattle. But it's funny because when I did the test, I told my mom, I was like, well, now you know I'm really your daughter. She's like, you better be. But that happens with a lot of people. Like they get their results back and they find out that their dad is not their dad. Who they know to be their dad is not actually their dad. That actually happens a lot. I think DJ Soundwave said that happened to him. It's like, what do you do in that situation? I bet you that has to be, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in that situation because it's like you're trying to find answers. But it connects you. It connects you with your family members. So Charles 187, that's what he does. He's retired, but he helps people find, like if they've been adopted, he helps people connect with their family. But imagine like you think you've hidden a secret, right? You didn't had a child and your spouse thinks that, oh, this is their child all their life, and then your child grows up and takes a DNA test and they come back and then they come to you like, hey, what is this about? Man, actually saw a video. It was an older couple. Something happened and I can't remember, but I don't know if it was one of the children or somebody took a test and the husband took a test too, and somebody took a DNA test and he found out that not just one but both of the kids were not his, and he confronted his wife. He was mad and hurt. He was crying. I felt so bad. I'm like, that's a long time. Like, why wouldn't you say anything? Oh, I feel so bad. He was crying. He was angry. He was crying. All his his children were adults, like in their 30s and 40s, and he found out that they weren't his. But if so much time has passed, they are his kids, right? Maybe he's not biologically their father, but those are his kids. But that woman, it should be a law about that, because that's not okay. That is not okay. I try to sue that woman. I do whatever I could. Pain and suffering, something. I would do something. You're gonna have to pay for this. Yeah, it would. Because how do you, it's like, well, I would be like, okay, you've been lying about this entire time. What else? What else are you not telling the truth about? Yeah, I'd have to sue. That would be a divorce, and then she'd get sued for pain and suffering. She'd have to pay for that. I would make the rest of her life miserable. Run me my money. Run me my money. Yeah, she would never see the last. She wouldn't see the last of me. I would make sure for the rest of her life she would have some type of difficulty. Like she'd be in trouble. That's a long time. 40 some 30, 40 years to keep that type of like that is Mm-mm. I'd make her. She'd have to. She'd have to pay for that some kind of way. Her face everywhere. She had to pay for that. You can't do. You just can't play with people's lives like that. Yeah, she'd have to move states, move different countries. I'd follow her everywhere, just making her life miserable. That is so unfortunate. Like we laughing about it, but that is so unfortunate. Why would you want to do somebody? How could you do somebody like that and go to sleep at night, sleeping sound all that time? She was sleeping soundly next to him, holding that secret in. It happens a lot. That's insane. First of all, we need to talk about something because why you tiptoeing? Why you creeping? Right, right. I can see if it was just one child, right? That's bad. But you like, oh, I made a mistake, I cheated or whatever. That's still not excusable. But both of her kids didn't belong to the man, so that means she had an ongoing thing. It's like, okay, does their real dad know? Do they have the same dad? Does their dad know that he have children that I've been taking care of? I've been fathering their entire life. How you doing, Remy? I'd be like, woman, I need answers. We gonna talk about this. I I'm sorry, ain't enough. I need the whole breakdown. Did you think that you were gonna go to your grave with this secret? We need to lay this out because I need to know how you thought you were gonna play me like that on TikTok. We're all through kids. Oh, that's horrible. See, with that right there, that wasn't a one night stand. That wasn't nothing. That was you had an ongoing relationship, or you were repetitively like stepping out. That's not okay. He went to her job and went off. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. I would. I don't know what I would do. They would. I'm telling you, I would sue for pain and suffering. You can't. I can't put. I can't do nothing to you. You gonna have to pay for this. That is just horrible. Some people are just no scruples, no conscience. Like they just don't care. That's so sad. That makes me so sad. Yeah, that's beyond emotional damage. That's mental damage. Because how do you trust people? You know, your spouse, the person you share your life with, you're supposed to be able to trust them, right? Out of everybody in the world, you would think that, okay, this is the one person I can let my guard down, I can talk to, I can trust them. And to know that they're hiding, keeping such a huge secret, I wouldn't, there's no way. How could you, that trust cannot be rebuilt. How you doing, Remy? I see you. Yeah, trust out the window. There's no way you can salvage that relationship. Nothing that you could do to rebuild that. That's just sad. And what kind of person does that? You know? I've seen it to where it be like one kid. One kid, like, that one's kind of questionable. But all three of the kids, that's sad. Remy, we were talking about DNA tests and paternity tests and people not being honest. But yeah, I'm sure it does happen often. It's just O'Neil, did you see it was like some years ago, I don't know, maybe a couple years ago, where the woman, she was sharing her like a relationship story on TikTok. I wasn't on TikTok at the time, but I was able to follow along because uh, somebody was posting the her post on YouTube, and she was talking about how she got engaged to this man, and everything she knew about him was like a complete lie. Like he made up everything, and it was like some elaborate. some elaborate stories he was coming up with. From who he was to where he worked, everything. You saw that? That was insane. That was really, 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 really insane. That's so scary that people would go to great lengths to be dishonest. That's very scary. Very, very scary. Yeah, people were tuned in. She said she didn't make any money from that. That makes me sad. She had everybody on the edge of their seat waiting. What happened next? And then what happened? And then what happened? Yeah, some folks are con artists. That's so sad. That makes me like wonder like what went wrong when they were kids. Like what happened? Yeah, she said she didn't make any money from it. But that wherever she wanted to go, I think she wanted to go to London. Wherever she wanted to go, the trip that he said he was gonna take her on, somebody ended up paying for it. I don't like when I don't know about now or maybe some time after that, but she didn't. When she was posting those videos, she wasn't making any money. It could have been a series. What's wrong, Remy? Why you sad? What's going on? Yeah, that could have been. That is a series. That need to be a book. Yeah, at the time. But that was like right when she was posting it. She said that she wasn't making no money. But I think she wanted to go to London. It was someplace in Europe. But I want to say somebody covered her trip, like going over there and her accommodations and stuff. So that was nice. Y'all hear the cardinal? Man, that sun is sunning. I'm doing good, Remy. It's a bit hot. He's singing to you? I wonder if it's the same one that taps on my window every morning. That's a male cardinal. Probably. So the cardinals, they mate for life. So usually when you see them, they're in pairs. Like if you see a male, his lady is not too far behind. Or if you see the lady, the male's usually somewhere around. Like that, you see him always together. But he by himself. Or maybe his lady is at the nest. I have quite a bit, a little bit. I like birds. I grew up with parrots. My mom liked parrots, so I know a little bit. Usually as far as birds, the males, they have the more vibrant colors. Is to attract the females. So the males will have the vibrant colors. The female, the colors are a little bit more muted. But I know there are certain birds that mate for life. So it's cardinals. Um, I don't know about blue jays, but some of them they mate for life. But we have like that's what's really around here is the cardinals. Cardinals, we have blue jays, lots of hummingbirds, um, chickadees, painted buntings. There's one bird that had been hanging out like last. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's like a kind of like a vibrant yellow color, and I don't know what kind of bird that is. Though. You used to have a dog. Oh, what was your dog's name? But yeah, that's the cardinal making that noise. But being out here and constantly hearing them, um, you get to know what they sound like. Here, yeah, it's nothing but deer around here. Nothing but deer. Too many deer. The other day, like where I'm sitting, there was deer. They were sitting down on the ground. Her name is Honey. Aw, yeah, it's lots of deer. Skunk, armadillo, raccoons, coyotes. I was coming back from the store the other day and I saw a coyote run across the street. I don't know what was up with his fur because his fur was kind of like spotted. Like they're kind of grayish brown tan color. He had some spots on his coat. It was different. I'd never seen one like that. Supposedly we have foxes, but I haven't seen a fox. But all of my neighbors said we have foxes. Birds make some beautiful sounds. Yes, they do. I'm so sorry, Remy. That's so sad. I lost my black cat a couple of years ago. Almost a couple of years ago. I'm sorry to hear that, Remy. Yeah. Birds do make some beautiful sounds. My favorite birds are the hummingbirds. I really like the hummingbirds. They make little squeaky noises. That's how you know they're around. They squeak. It's different. They don't have like the typical bird song. It's like little squeaky noises. Oh, Neil, you should put up a hummingbird feeder, like on your porch. Put up a little hummingbird feeder, and they'll come. Sometimes it takes them like when it's a new feeder to find it, but put up a new feeder. You can watch hummingbirds. They'll come once they find the feeder. They'll come all the time. I put up a bunch. I have like maybe 5 or 6 feeders, and they'll come. And it's funny like that when they flap their wings. It's a humming sound. Like sometimes I can get pretty close, and or they'll fly by me, and it's like you can kind of like you can hear the humming. These birds smell my food and come chirping already. No, one time, so me and my family we went on a cruise. I can't remember. I want to say we were in Turks and Caicos, but we were on the island and they had like a huge spread. And so when we got off the island, we went and got food, and the birds were swooping down and stealing our food. Like I had a hot dog, and the bird swooped down and took it. I'm like, man, these some aggressive birds. Like I'm finna take a bite out of the hot dog, and the bird just swooped down and got it. I was mad because the way where we were sitting on the beach, the food was far. I'm like, I don't want to walk back that way get some more food. I like the cruise. I like going on cruises. It's a lot of fun. Lots of food. You meet interesting people. You meet interesting people. If you like going to the casino, they got casinos. Yeah. They got casino there. I hang out during the day. Then at nighttime, when everything is chill, I tiptoe to the casino for a little bit. Play me a little bit of money, win a little bit of money, and I tiptoe back to my room. And go to sleep all happy, and the next day I do the same thing. You just go play for a little bit, win you a little bit of coin, go back to your room, go get you some food, go back to your room. I like people watching and stuff, hanging out, you know. But it's so much food now. I've been on Royal Caribbean and what's the other one? Carnival. I think Royal Caribbean has better food. Um, but Carnival is good too. I remember though Royal Caribbean like they're like that when we went out for breakfast, they had a lot of food. It was a lot of food. But I like going on the cruises and stuff. It's nice. Usually when we go, a bunch of my family, we go, and it's like I'm constantly running into people I know at 3 and go to the top to get pizza and chill. Yeah. Yaya and Yo-Yo liked it because it was like ice cream all the time. But yeah, it's cool. I hadn't been on one in some years, but I like it. I like to travel a lot. Yeah. They say that Norwegian cruise line is good, and they say the Disney cruises are good. I don't know if I would ever do Disney, you know, but I want to try Norwegian. But I want to go, like my family, they're always trying to go to the beach. I'm like, can we go someplace else besides the beach? Like, I don't know. I want to do an Alaskan cruise. You've only been on Carnival? I want to try the Alaskan cruise. Yeah, they always trying to go to the beach. I'm like, why you always trying to? I'm like, y'all and yo can't be out in the sun, y'all. Come on now. They say, well, you can stay on the ship. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm paying all this money. I don't want to stay on the ship. You stay on the ship. Yeah, one of the cruises we took, Yaya and Yo-Yo got sunburned so bad. Yo-Yo developed, she had fever. She had an allergic reaction. I was like, man, we can't do this. So now when they go on cruise, they're like, you want to go on cruise? I'm like, where are you going? As soon as they say someplace hot, they, I'm like, no, we can't go. You're going to get left by the boat. Some people do get left. If they don't show back up at the port when it's time to like leave, they get left. When I go with my family and it's time to get back, it's time to board again, we always make sure everybody's there. Like, hey, we looking around for all our people. Make sure everybody back. And funny. Yeah, they will leave you. They will leave you. You need a partner. Make sure you show back up. Is your partner here? Where are they at? They're gonna get left. I don't know. I like it. So on one of the cruises that we went on, I met this older gentleman. I can't remember exactly where he was from, but he was on the cruise. He got invited by his children, but the children didn't tell him that they also invited their mom. So his ex-wife and her partner, and he wasn't too happy about that. I kept running to him, and he just had this look on his face like, I don't want to be here. And I'm like, just go ahead and mingle and talk to people and enjoy yourself while you're here. Like, it don't have to be about her. You just, be around your kids or go off by yourself. He just looked so over it. He was just like, I said, well, you're here for your kids. Just try to enjoy it. You spent the money for it. Just enjoy yourself. But one night, I was going to the casino, and he was leaving the casino. And he gave me like a little $5 chip. I cashed it in and put the $5 in the machine, and I won some money. It takes a lot. Yeah, it takes a lot of maturity. Nobody wants to be around their ex while they're on a trip like that, especially one that you paid all that money for. I wouldn't want to do that either. Like, oh, this person. But yeah, I can't remember. Like, he gave me his info before I got off the ship. But I think I didn't keep up with it. I don't know. But he told me to stay in contact with him, but I lost his info. The Mexico cruise, somebody was about to get left. Oh wow. On one of the cruises that I did, it wasn't on our ship. It was on another ship that somebody actually, they had too much to drink and they fell off the ship. Yeah, they fell off the ship. It was because we were going to dock somewhere, and some people on our ship saw it happen. Your worst nightmare? No, you know what's scary? What's creepy is when the people, they go on their cruises and then they come up missing. And it's like, where did they go? Where did they go? how is it that, you're on the ship? If you haven't docked anywhere yet, where did the person go? Something happens like that, it takes nothing for somebody just to throw you overboard, and then what are you gonna do? Yeah, it's like, where does the person go? If you didn't search all the rooms and there's no trace, it's like, that person, they threw that person over. A lot of people like, oh, it's safe, everybody, can't nobody take you out. It was a couple that had just got married. Oh, yeah. That's scary. Very, very scary. Yeah, that's very scary. I've thought about taking me, Yaya, and Yo-Yo going by ourselves. It is like I would really have to keep an eye. Just don't get close to the rails. One night it was raining, and I went out on the deck, and I was just kind of close to the rail. I was just looking at the water, and I was like, this is a lot of water. Like, I don't think we're supposed to be out here on all this water. I've been for 3 days, some for 3 days. I've gone, I think my longest one was like 5 days, I want to say. The longest one was for 5 days. But I was like, man, if this ship were to go down, my whole family would be wiped out, because all my family was on this boat. You've done a 7-day one? That must be nice. It's like you really have a lot of time to enjoy it. You have time to enjoy it. They send me the flyers in the mail all the time, like, get so much off your booking fee or whatever. I think it's Carnival and both Royal Caribbean send me the little flyers in the mail. Get money off. I want to go on another one. Yaya and Yo-Yo, they have I need to update their passports. My passport is still, up to date, but I have to redo theirs. 5 to 7 days will work. 3 days is okay, but it's not a whole lot of time for you to fully experience stuff. I think the 3-day one is one of the first ones I ever did, but it was cool. We still had fun. We had a lot of fun. But yeah, my sister, I have an older sister. She's a travel agent, and so she books a lot of trips and stuff. She stays traveling. They've gone to a lot of places. This one place, I can't think of it. It's not Belize. It's somewhere else. She goes to pretty frequently. But yeah, I like to travel. We like to travel. I just don't want to go to the beach all the time. I don't know if they've done Jamaica before. It's not Belize. I'd have to look at the map. It's some island that they go to. We've gone to Dominican Republic. We've done the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos. Dang it. It's not Belize. It's somewhere else. She told me that after COVID, though, it changed a lot of stuff as far as the cute cruises go. Barbados, and didn't want to come back, really. Yeah, the place that I'm thinking of that they went, she was like, you should have gone, Tyler. You would have loved it over there. Dang it, I can't think of the place. Man, and I saw another woman on here. She was talking about going to the same place too. She's like, if you're a woman traveler, solo traveler, this is a place if you know, for you to go. Let me look, see if I can look on the map. Let's see. Can you hear the frog? Let's see. I don't know. I have to ask my mom. I can't remember exactly where they went, but everybody like they really enjoyed it. What's so pretty? Aw, I can imagine. I think if like I got, you know, you get older, you like peaceful stuff. You get older. Have you seen where it's like people they retire and they just cruise all the time? I would do that. You just live on a cruise ship, just cruising all the time. Food, you don't have to worry about food, don't have to worry about cleaning, don't have to worry about mate, you know, taking care of a house. You just be on a ship all the time, just traveling, meeting different people. It sounds like it'd be a lot of fun, but maybe a person would get tired. But you just constantly meeting new people, just sailing around the world. 14-day cruise. They do 14-day cruises? 2 weeks on the ship? That's a good amount of time. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good amount of time. I'll ask. Cause I can't remember exactly the place that she went, but I remember they were all upset I didn't go. I was like, I don't want to go no place hot right now. We got the heat in Texas. I'm not trying to go someplace hot. You would do it? Yeah, I would do 14 days too. That's fun. That's a good amount of time to make friends, you know, chill. It's a lot of fun. I would do it too. But I want to go someplace like maybe Alaska. Do an Alaskan cruise. That would be fun. Or someplace, I don't know, someplace in Europe. That would be cool. That would really be cool. Marnie sitting under my hammock. Cruise to Alaska, yeah. But I think too, I would want to, like, if I do go to Alaska, I would want to stay in like a cabin or something. But they have cruises that go to like, they have the Europe cruises. I don't know. I just like to travel. I really want to get like a camper RV and just travel, see everywhere, see all the states, meet all the people, eat different food, you know, just have a good time. Stay in all the state parks. From Alaska. So there's Anchorage. I think if I go, maybe Juneau, Alaska. Uh, but the food and stuff is expensive. The food up there, they said it costs a lot more, like the milk and certain things, because it had to be flown in, you know. One thing I didn't realize is that, but Delaware, why not Delaware? One thing I realized how much cheaper beef is here in Texas as opposed to other places. Cause like I was in East Tennessee and we went to the supermarket to get some food, and I was like, why is it so expensive? And I thought about it, I was like, I'm used to being in Texas. That's like cattle country. But yeah, it was the beef. I was like, why is this steak so much? I didn't realize we got it made here in Texas because our steak it don't cost that much. Yeah, we got all the beef. It's cattle country here. Did you get you some food, O'Neil? What you gonna have to eat? I'm kind of hungry. Go in there and make lunch. Make lunch for me and Yo-Yo. What you thinking about having for lunch? Right now for lunch? Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Tomorrow's Taco Tuesday. I guess I'll go in there and ask Yo-Yo, what you want to eat? I appreciate you hanging out with me, O'Neil. I enjoyed our conversation. I guess I'll go ahead and log off. I will be back on tonight, TikTok, 8:30, so we can finish watching our show. Watch. Somebody's gonna take that chicken, and I'm gonna be all mad. I'm gonna be all mad. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy your lunch. All right. I see there's one other person in here. I appreciate you sticking around, hanging out, listening to us talk. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you want to follow me, I also go live on TikTok. My name over there is OffTheGridTabi. You can go to my profile here, and I think I have a link posted up. I don't know, but I'm OffTheGridTabi over there. If you want to follow me on TikTok, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be back on live tomorrow around the same time, around noon. So I hope to see you again. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you.